over the last 18 months, and I could be wrong, I think what we are starting to see is becoming more acceptable to be openly and blatantly racist. Because they used to would hide behind certain elements and you never knew. But now, Facebook, Twitter, because you get politicians that spew rhetoric and they're like, hold on, wait a minute. My senator said this. A presidential candidate said this. My governor said this. Now, these are people that we've elected to be our voice. Mm-hmm. If they think like this and it's okay, whoa, why can't I? And that's what we're starting to see. You know, Chris Rock said, if you want to find out if someone is racist or not, there's an app on your phone. It's called Facebook and Twitter. He's absolutely right. Because it gives us a glimpse. It allows us to have a lens into how you really, really think and what you will say. Because what used to be go unknown and unnoticed.
That's true, I agree.
Hey, think about it, Skip. It's getting so bad. They will post it. That's the thing. They will post blackface on Facebook. They will post it on social media. Sure. Because now, I've seen over the last couple of years, hey, we got people that'll say and do whatever, and they go and they're popular. So I'm gonna post this. And then they're like, and when they get backlash, there's like, what? It's only paint. It's only Halloween. But you know the meaning of that. You know how demeaning it is. Because the blackface, and when it came, when the whites did that in the 20s and 30s and had the big white lips or the red lips, you know how demeaning it is. You know how that the reaction that the majority of the African Americans will give when they see that. And that's what I'm saying, Skip. He didn't wait till he got to his seat to put that costume on.
No.
He walked from his dorm or his off-campus apartment. Well, sure. He walked to the stadium. He walked down the steps to his seat. Yeah. So he probably passed 10,000 people.
Could have.
And I shouldn't say not.
But, you know, I would like to think that one white person said one thing, just said, hey, that's not funny. I don't know that, but again, I'm sort of projecting myself into that situation. And trust me, I would be the first to say, hey, that's just not funny. You need to go home and take that off.
Just think about this, Skip. He is the same guy that had that outfit on. Let's just say that Michigan or Ohio State was there, and they beat them in Camp Randall. He is the same guy that would have took that costume off and hugged every black player that he came in contact with.
I don't even know that for sure, but he would have cheered.
But the thing is that this should show you how a large part of a segment of society view you, whether you're an athlete, whether you're rich, whether you can sing, whether you can dance. They still view you in that light. Mm-hmm. And while you sit back and watch some of the people that have my seat and that are on television and say, I got mine, you get yours, or keep saying this is the liberal media feeding you some BS, you better wake up. Because if you think this is a joke, you think this is a game, this is reality. And in 2016, John Lewis, I don't know him. I know he's from Atlanta. I know his district. And he says, guys, if you don't think the situation is better now than it was in the 50s and 60s,
yep.
He almost lost his life. But do we want to go back there? I mean, I thought the objective is that when you go forward, you make sure you don't take any steps back. Because if you go forward, if I take 5 steps forward and I come 3 steps back, I haven't accomplished a whole lot. Mm-hmm. The objective is once you start to march forward, you take no steps backwards.
Okay, just for the record, just to be careful here, I think it's dangerous if we condemn or you condemn the entire white community of Madison, Wisconsin as racist. No. It's not, I know a whole bunch of Wisconsin grads, and they're coming up in my mind, and I'm thinking, I don't know for a fact, but I don't think he's racist. I don't think he's racist. You know, they would be outraged over this just as the black community was.
I'm always careful to say, not all or every, but there are some. And that some, it is large because you can see it growing. You can see this thing growing, Skip. And I'm not going to say all, but it's and a lot of times when people say things, oh, that's one bad apple. That's one situation. Oh, no. because we see it prop up too many times over here in Wisconsin, over here in Arkansas, over here in Florida, over here in Georgia. We see it popping up for it to just be isolated incidents. It might not happen all the time in Madison, Wisconsin, but we see it popping up.
Well, it's obviously happening enough that this many student athletes and alumni and students feel the need to put out a press release, basically about it, a plea for help and support from the institution. It's obviously happening that much.
And some colleges are already, when Halloween was rolling around, they sent out memos.
Yeah.
Please do not wear racist or offensive. Think about that, Skip. In today's time, in 2016, you have to have a conversation with your student body about what not to do.
Well, I would agree that a lot of that is coming from community leaders, ministers, and politicians who are using this rhetoric and promoting this sort of hate speech. So if they can do it, like you said, why can't they do it?